If you're over 50 and living with diabetes, listen closely, because this could change your life. The American Diabetes Association reports that over 200 common fruits have a high glycemic index, over 70, that can spike your blood sugars so fast it puts you at a higher risk for kidney damage and even vision loss. 1 minute you're fine, the next you're dizzy, drained, and scared. It's an exhausting way to live, and it's not the life you deserve. But here's the thing. Controlling blood sugar doesn't mean giving up the foods you love. In fact, there are certain fruits that can help lower your glycemic impact, keep your energy steady, and even help you live longer. These aren't exotic or hard to find. They're simple, tasty, and when eaten daily, they can support your heart, your brain, and your overall health. In this video, I'm revealing the 7 best fruits seniors must eat daily to boost longevity and lower their glycemic impact if they have diabetes over 50. These fruits can help support stable blood sugar as part of a balanced diet, helping you feel satisfied without over-restricting your meals. If you skip this, you could miss the chance to discover the exact foods that could keep you healthy, active, and enjoying life for years to come. Stay until the end, because fruit number 7 might surprise you the most. 1. Avocados. Eating is no longer just about enjoying a meal. It's about eating for health, longevity, and quality of life. I have great news. Avocados, with their creamy texture, are increasingly hailed as a good food for people over 50 with diabetes. Avocados are packed with monounsaturated fats, up to 15 grams per 100 grams, accounting for nearly 70% of the fruit's total fat content. These are the healthy fats that our bodies, especially those of older adults with diabetes, need. These fats slow the digestion of carbohydrates, which reduces blood sugar spikes after meals. According to the Diabetes Code by Dr. Jason Fung, monounsaturated fats like those in avocados stabilize blood sugar more effectively than whole grains. I've seen remarkable changes in many of my friends after adding avocados to their diets. More stable blood pressure, healthier hearts, and noticeably reduced hunger. However, the key is eating avocados correctly, especially for those over 50. Many people don't realize that ripe avocados, particularly those force-ripened or stored in cold conditions, often have high histamine levels. Histamine is a natural compound, but consuming it in large amounts can cause digestive issues like bloating, indigestion, or even insomnia, symptoms all too common in older adults. That's why I always recommend choosing slightly firm avocados that haven't fully ripened and letting them ripen naturally at room temperature. Naturally ripened avocados have significantly lower histamine levels, making them easier to digest and helping you avoid unwanted symptoms. When shopping, pick avocados that feel firm with slightly dark green skin. At home, store them in a cool, airy place away from direct sunlight and wait 1 to 3 days for them to ripen. When the skin darkens and yields slightly to gentle pressure, they're perfect for eating. You can pair avocados with salads, spread them on whole grain bread, or simply eat them plain. Eating avocados in the morning or at lunch helps you feel full longer, better controls post-meal blood sugar, and naturally supports diabetes management after 50. I believe that following this simple tip will make a noticeable difference in your body. If you've never tried eating avocados this way, I sincerely hope you'll start today. Your health deserves to be nurtured with the simplest, most natural choices. Now, are you curious about a speckled fruit with snowy white flesh filled with tiny black seeds? 2. Dragon fruit. Dragon fruit has been featured on major talk shows like the Dr. Oz show for its role in supporting diabetes treatment. What truly moves me is seeing this fruit bring real change to many of my friends over 50. The magic of dragon fruit lies in its abundant soluble fiber. A 100-gram serving provides about 1.8 grams of soluble fiber, making up over 40% of the fruit's total fiber content. This type of fiber slows the absorption of sugar into the bloodstream. When you eat dragon fruit, the soluble fiber forms a gel-like layer in your gut, slowing glucose digestion and stabilizing blood sugar after meals. In a 2022 episode of the Dr. Oz show, nutritionist Amy Goodson shared, "Dragon fruit helps lower blood sugar without draining your energy." This is invaluable, as people over 50 need steady energy to stay vibrant daily. But here's a key detail not everyone knows. The tiny black seeds inside are the true heart of dragon fruit's nutritional value. These seeds contain natural prebiotics, a special type of fiber that nourishes gut-friendly bacteria. Healthy gut bacteria help your body absorb glucose more slowly, reducing sudden blood sugar spikes after eating. So, when you cut open a dragon fruit, pay close attention. The seed pack center is what you should eat most of. The flesh near the skin, if it's low in seeds or overly soft, can be trimmed away. If possible, choose white-fleshed dragon fruit, as it typically has higher soluble fiber content than the red-fleshed variety. Also, eat dragon fruit in the morning or midday to allow your body to absorb its sugars gradually, maintaining steady energy levels. Avoid eating it right after a starchy meal, as this can reduce its blood sugar control benefits. It's a simple, natural, and highly effective way to support diabetes management after 50. I truly hope you'll keep this tip in mind, as your body deserves to be treated better every day. If you've eaten dragon fruit without considering these benefits, I sincerely hope you'll revisit this fruit with a fresh perspective. And if today's insights have helped you, please show it with a simple gesture. It's a huge motivation for me. Now, are you curious about a small purplish-green fruit that hides surprisingly powerful antioxidants? 3. Blueberries. Tiny blueberries are often overlooked, but they're a surprising secret weapon in the DASH diet. Proven to be one of the most effective diets for managing diabetes in the US, I've seen many of my older patients significantly improve their blood sugar levels just by adding a few handfuls of blueberries to their weekly diet. The standout component in blueberries is anthocyanin, a powerful antioxidant that gives them their deep purple hue. A 100-gram serving of fresh blueberries can contain about 163 milligrams of anthocyanin. Why does this matter? A 2021 study from the American Diabetes Association found that people who ate blueberries at least 3 times a week reduced their insulin resistance risk by 26%, a leading cause of type 2 diabetes in older adults. Additionally, anthocyanin reduces cellular inflammation, slows aging, and improves insulin sensitivity. Here's the tip I want you to remember, a preparation method to maximize blueberries' benefits. Don't just eat them raw as usual. Instead, try a method I've shared with hundreds of friends over 50, and they've thanked me endlessly for it. Take a handful of blueberries and lightly simmer them with a piece of cinnamon bark for about 5 minutes. Then, let them cool and eat as is or store them in the fridge. The reaction between the anthocyanins in blueberries and compounds in cinnamon bark doubles the antioxidant activity. This was confirmed in a food analysis at the North Carolina School of Medicine. For older adults with diabetes, reducing inflammation and boosting antioxidants are key to preventing cardiovascular complications and nerve damage. Cinnamon bark also mildly supports blood sugar stability, making this combination even more effective. Use this mixture in the morning or mid-afternoon when your body absorbs nutrients best without causing sudden blood sugar spikes. Be careful not to overcook or add sugar, as excessive heat can degrade anthocyanins and added sugar will counteract the benefits. Just follow this tip a few times a week, and you'll notice significant improvements in your blood sugar levels within weeks. This is a simple yet valuable step to support natural diabetes management after 50. I sincerely urge you to try it today. If you find this tip helpful, don't keep it to yourself. Share this article with loved ones and friends over 50. You might just help someone avoid a dangerous complication in the future. Now, are you curious about a juicy red fruit with gem-like seeds, renowned for protecting heart health and improving circulation? 4. Pomegranate. Many people assume pomegranates are too sweet for people with diabetes, especially after 50. But when used correctly, pomegranates are not only safe but also one of the best fruits to support natural diabetes management after 50. The star component in pomegranate seeds is punic, a potent anti-inflammatory found mainly in the white membrane around the seeds and in the peel, not fully present in the juice. A 100-gram serving of fresh pomegranate seeds can contain up to 22 milligrams of punicagon. Its impact on people with diabetes is remarkable. It protects small blood vessels, lowers bad LDL cholesterol, and, most crucially, safeguards the kidneys, an organ highly vulnerable to long-term diabetes complications. A 2022 study from the University of California, UCLA, showed that diabetes patients who drank about 120 milliliters of pomegranate juice daily for 4 weeks reduced oxidative stress in their blood by 30%, a factor directly linked to blood vessel damage and diabetes progression. But here's what I want to emphasize: most punic isn't in the juice. It's in the membrane around the seeds. If you only drink the juice, you're missing the fruit's most valuable part. Here's my advice for everyone over 50. Don't just juice pomegranates. Eat the seeds. Yes, you heard that right. Eating the whole seeds, chewing and swallowing the hard inner part, is the only way to fully absorb punic. The seeds may be slightly tough, but for older adults without dental or digestive issues, they're an excellent source of fiber and nutrients. Plus, the fiber in the seeds slows sugar absorption, reducing the risk of sudden blood sugar spikes after meals, a critical factor for people with diabetes over 50. If eating whole seeds feels dry, sprinkle fresh pomegranate seeds on unsweetened yogurt or mix them into a light salad. This makes them easier to eat while ensuring you get all the fruit's benefits without wasting any part. Don't worry about the natural sugars in the seeds. The fiber regulates blood sugar absorption. This small habit change can have a big impact on naturally managing diabetes after 50 without relying heavily on medication. If you find today's advice helpful, don't hesitate to follow our channel. This simple tip could help someone you know avoid a serious complication. I believe accurate knowledge deserves to be shared. Now, are you curious about a soft, reddish-orange fruit with a gentle sweetness, once dubbed the natural gut doctor for older adults? 5. Papaya. In Hawaii, older adults have a beautiful habit they maintain throughout their lives, eating a small portion of papaya every morning as a ritual to start the day. They believe this soft, smooth fruit helps cleanse the blood and digestive system from the previous day's residues. And you know what? They're absolutely right, especially if you're looking to support natural diabetes management after 50. What makes papaya special isn't just its gentle sweetness, but also papain, an enzyme that acts like a gentle hand to help the stomach digest food more effectively. After 50, our bodies produce less stomach acid, leading to bloating, slow digestion, or constipation, all of which directly impact blood sugar control. Prolonged constipation doesn't just cause discomfort, it increases oxidative stress in the gut, indirectly raising insulin resistance. Surprising, right? That's why adding a serving of papaya to your morning routine can be a simple yet effective solution. Unlike many other fruits, papaya doesn't cause sudden blood sugar spikes due to its low glycemic index and high fiber content. This fiber slows sugar absorption in the gut while keeping you fuller longer. Plus, papaya is rich in vitamin C, beta-carotene, and flavonoids, antioxidants that protect blood vessels and support heart health, which is crucial for older adults with diabetes. Here's the part one want you to pay close attention to: the right way to eat papaya. This fruit is sensitive to timing. To maximize papain's benefits, eat papaya in the morning on an empty stomach. At this time, the enzyme works most effectively without being distracted by other foods, improving digestion and significantly reducing issues like heartburn or acid reflux, common problems for people over 60. Cut a few small pieces. No need for sugar or lime. Just let papaya work its natural magic. You can prepare it the night before, store it in a sealed glass container in the fridge, and eat it within the first 10 minutes of waking up. Not only does this aid digestion, but it also starts your day feeling light and refreshed while safely and sustainably supporting natural diabetes management after 50. If this tip feels doable, share this video with your loved ones. A timely reminder could help someone avoid serious complications. Now, have you ever tried a fruit with a distinctive aromatic smell, a wrinkled outer skin, and hundreds of tiny seeds inside? 6. Passion fruit. Many Americans I've met say, "Passion fruit. It's so sweet. How can it be okay for diabetes?" But, dear friend, the truth is quite the opposite. The more I learn about passion fruit, the more amazed and grateful I am for not overlooking it. Passion fruit contains a rare natural compound called picotinol, a valuable polyphenol that inhibits enzymes that break down glucose in the gut, slowing sugar absorption into the bloodstream after meals. A 2022 study from the University of Florida found that consuming picotinol from passion fruit reduced the glycemic index by 19% in people over 60 with type 2 diabetes. Did you know that just 100 grams of passion fruit pulp and seeds can contain about 5.5 milligrams of picotinol? Though this may sound small, its impact is significant. It not only slows blood sugar absorption, but also provides mild anti-inflammatory effects and protects blood vessels from damage caused by prolonged high blood sugar. These qualities make passion fruit an excellent, often overlooked choice for supporting natural diabetes management after 50. Here's the most important part to remember. Picotinol is not in the purple outer skin, but concentrated in the gel-like pulp surrounding the seeds. This pulp also contains natural fiber, vitamin C, and many other benefits for older adults. However, the outer skin can cause bloating and is hard to digest, sometimes causing discomfort if eaten by mistake. So, never eat the skin. Instead, cut the passion fruit in half. Scoop out the pulp and seeds with a spoon and eat them directly or mix them into unsweetened yogurt, oatmeal, or a smoothie. A serving of about 2 fruits per day is ideal to reap the benefits while keeping blood sugar safe. Simple, natural, and highly effective. I always tell my older patients, we don't need to change the world, just how we view and eat the familiar foods around us. If you've avoided passion fruit, fearing its sugar, you now have every reason to bring it back to your meals with complete confidence. If this insight makes you see this tiny fruit in a new light, show it with a simple gesture. You know it fuels me to share more. 7. Apples. Are you ready to explore a crisp, mildly sweet fruit with a thin, seemingly useless skin that holds the golden key for people with diabetes? Though apples are America's most common fruit, many older adults unknowingly peel away their most valuable part, the thin outer skin. That's truly a shame, dear friend. Apple skin is packed with pectin, a special type of soluble fiber. In a medium-sized apple, about 180 grams, the skin contains nearly 3 grams of fiber, including about 1.3 grams of pectin. That's no small amount. The beauty of pectin is its ability to slow digestion, meaning sugar from meals doesn't flood your bloodstream too quickly, a critical factor for people over 50 with diabetes. Beyond that, pectin also lowers bad LDL cholesterol, a silent culprit behind artery plaque buildup in older adults. I once spoke with a longtime friend, also a type 2 diabetes patient, who said, "I eat apples every day, but my blood sugar still spikes." When I dug deeper, he admitted he always peeled the skin due to pesticide concerns. That habit was stripping away 50% of the apple's benefits. A Harvard School of Public Health study found that eating 1 unpeeled apple daily can reduce the risk of diabetes-related blood vessel complications by up to 20%. That's reason enough to rethink our morning apple routine, isn't it? Here's the tip I want you to remember, a simple but highly effective one. Don't peel the skin, just soak the apple in diluted salt water for about 5 minutes. Then rinse with clean, warm water. This removes up to 80% of any pesticide residue on the skin surface. That's it, no need to soak too long or use detergents. This way, you preserve the precious pectin, eat the skin with confidence, and help your body absorb nutrients slowly for better blood sugar stability after meals. You can slice the apple and pair it with unsweetened peanut butter or add it to your morning oatmeal. As long as you keep the skin, you're halfway to supporting natural diabetes management after 50. We don't need drastic changes. Sometimes adjusting how we eat a familiar fruit is enough to make a big difference for heart health, blood sugar, and digestion. If you've been missing out on the benefits of apple skin, today's the day to start doing it right. And if this information feels helpful, don't hesitate to share it with loved ones. They need this tip as much as you do. You've just discovered the 7 best fruits anyone over 50 should eat daily to boost longevity and support natural diabetes management. From the pectin in apple skin that lowers cholesterol to the picotinol in passion fruit seed gel that slows sugar absorption, each fruit is a natural source of nutrients your body can benefit from every day. If you keep overlooking these simple tips, the consequences can be serious. According to the CDC, nearly 1 in 3 Americans over 65 lives with diabetes, and over 68% of them face a high risk of cardiovascular complications if blood sugar isn't well controlled. Today is the perfect time to act. You don't need to overhaul your diet. Just start with fruit. Try one of the tips you've learned in your next meal. You absolutely deserve stable, sustainable health and a body that thanks you daily for making the right choices.